maybe there's a better way to get people to pay tax. Like one idea I had a long time ago, which I think would be great, was making it more competitive to pay tax. You could vote every year for five. They give you a big list of like infrastructure projects and whatever it is that the government wants to spend tax money on,
Hmm.
and you put your top five things I want my tax money to go to. And when you pay your tax, they're actually going to put your name on the wall somewhere of these places that your tax money went to that year, however small and insignificant. But imagine on the highway that was built, your name was, they told you exactly the geographical location where your name was on this wall. You stopped there, you took a photo with your name, and people who paid more tax would get bigger names or on bigger buildings, and you could donate a whole building or whatever it is. So you could have the whole of society wanting to one up themselves in a philanthropic way that would actually be beneficial to society rather than trying to buy a new Mercedes or whatever it is. You're trying to outdo your mates by giving a new hospital when he only gave a school.
I like the idea of people competing to pay more tax. I
Yeah,
think that's a great idea.
yeah.
I don't think it's realistic.
Well, it's not. You wouldn't be tax
To be a
anymore. It'd be.
competition.
You wouldn't think of it as tax. You wouldn't call it tax. You'd be like philanthropy or, you know, nation building or whatever it is. That just change the concept of what is
Mhm.
tax, because you just call it tax. Taxes are going up. I don't want to pay tax. The government's taking my money. That's how I think of it now. But if it was we're working together to build a greater place that we actually live in, sounds good to me. Work on the PR,
Interesting.
sell it better, and give me something. People want something. Can't just take, like you say.
So you're going to get taxed
You're,
anyway.
that's already happening.
They're going to make a budget anyway,
Yep.
and
Now all they're doing is saying you will get a little bit of credit for the money you gave, which you were forced to give. But you'll have less people trying to get out of giving it, I suspect. You even said it yourself. You understand you need to pay tax and it's important you pay tax, but you also don't like how everything's taxed and it makes you feel like you can't get ahead. And it's almost like there's a partner who's not they're not putting anything back in.
correct.
Whereas this will give you recognition, and that's what they're going to put back in. They're saying you're actually buying something with your money. I think what everyone really hates is people who are not paying the amount of tax that they maybe should be or are meant to be. But they're not doing anything wrong either. Like they're minimizing their tax via the legal
Correct.
methods. So they're not really doing anything wrong. It's the government or the laws that have allowed this. And I'm not even saying change those. But I'm saying that I think this way you'd actually get more tax in a more even way.
But I think they're also, what people really don't like is government waste. That they're paying their taxes
Yes.
and then they see that the money is just frittered away.
Well, they don't see
Well, they
because you
do.
don't really know where it goes.
No, you
You're
don't.
right. But this actually also would help that too, because you can see people's responses to the issues that the government is making a budget for. You suddenly get a huge amount of data from the entire population telling you we actually care about this issue, or
Well,
we don't really care about this issue. A seat at the table, this would give public opinion on every single issue.